So I want to do a video showing you how I set up my Galaxy S22 Ultra. Whether you just restarted your phone or if you just now got a brand new Android device, a Galaxy device, this video is going to be pretty helpful, and I'm just going to kind of go through everything that I actually did to get my device set up. So one of the first things that I went ahead and updated was I went into settings, and then I scrolled down. If you actually go to battery, and you see where it says device protection, if you haven't turned that on, go ahead and turn that on. I like this, and it just keeps your device safe. They scan everything, and you can manually just hit scan phone, or I kind of just let it do its thing. And every once in a while I'll go ahead and scan, especially if I sideload something. Even if it's a website that I trust to sideload something, I still will scan my phone that same night or shortly after. But either way, I like having that turned on. It's built-in security. Another thing that I went ahead and turned on was, if you go into memory, you can actually go ahead and change the amount of RAM plus. I max mine out because why not? But I went ahead and put mine on 8 gigabytes. So when you do that, it's going to make it restart. So if you don't want to do that one right now, just come back and do that one later. But I went ahead and updated the RAM, and I went ahead and turned on my device protection. Something else that I also did was inside of sounds and vibration. So ringtone, okay, it's gonna come with different ringtones, of course, but you ever have a ringtone whenever you change devices that you have to stick with this ringtone? I keep my Zelda theme ringtone on deck, so I went ahead and transferred that over and set it as my ringtone. Zelda fans, stand up. All right, so I got my ringtone set there. The other thing that I did was I went ahead, I was really curious of how the vibration intensity was, because I've seen so many people, so many creators rather, kind of complaining about the vibration, but I gotta say, I really love the vibration here. So I cracked that bad boy up to the max for the Ultra device here. And yeah, I told my friend, yeah, I set that vibration all the way up. I set it to level Kakarot, and that's true. Because whenever you get a message, when you crack this thing all the way up, it feels like a deep rolling thunder. It's really nice. I definitely appreciate the upgrade to this new vibration motor. All right, so once you come out of that, I got those two set up that way. Went ahead and went into lock screen. So I wanted to turn on the always on display, which is right here. Right now, I think in the beginning when you take out the box, I think it's set to tap to show. I like mine to show always, and I just prefer it that way. So I put mine to show always that way. Even when the screen is off, it's gonna just show it. I like to just be able to kind of look at it if it's lying on the desk or at nighttime. If I'm up, then I can go ahead and just kind of see what time it is. What? I got 3 more minutes left to sleep. Well, I'm going to get my 3 minutes. All right, so I have that set to always. You can go ahead and change the clock style here too. I kind of just like the default one, so I really haven't messed with that one too much. But I do like to make sure that my show music information is turned on. I do like to leave my screen orientation on portrait. But there was something else here. Let me come out. There we go, contact information. I like to update this. I know that you can put something like, let's say this is a work device for you or something. You can actually put your name and the name of your company. So, you know, if you leave your phone at Walmart and somebody's feeling honest, okay, you know, they can basically look at the lock screen and be able to get the device back to you. I don't really put that kind of information up here. I just kind of like to put whatever I want to put up here. So for right now, it's welcome back, Dexter. Okay, so from here, you can kind of go through here and change whatever you want, but that's really all that I changed for now. I think on the widgets, yep, I haven't even turned all these on yet, but I actually do like these to be turned on. I don't care about the order as long as my music is at the top. So that's it for the lock screen. So going into the display settings, you can actually change your screen to 120 Hertz. I have mine, of course, on the smoothness, baby. And then I like to leave my screen mode on vivid. Naturally does look nice sometimes, but I just prefer it on vivid. And you know what, for the screen resolution, I actually have not changed this to WQHD. FHD just looks really good. So yeah, I haven't even updated that one just yet. So far, I don't have a plan to for now. Now, navigation bar, I did switch over to being the swipe gestures. I prefer the swipe gesture. I don't know if it's because I have used an iPhone for so long, but I do know that I prefer swipe gestures. It's just easier for me. I like that anywhere my thumb is on any part of the display, I can just swipe to go back. It's just super convenient for me. But I do usually hide the gesture hint. Like if you turn this off, it's going to go like that there. But sometimes I like to turn it on, especially if I'm letting my kids actually play with the device. So I have those two turned on, and one more thing that I actually changed at the beginning here is if you go to font size and style here, I actually changed mine to Samsung one. The default one does look nice, but I don't know, I prefer Samsung's one. It just looks a little bit slimmer, sharper. I don't know. Anyways, the next thing that I did was actually update my home screen. So if you just kind of hold your finger down on the home screen and you swipe over, you can pick if you want it to be Google Discover or Samsung free. For right now, I have it set to Google Discover, but there are times where I actually do switch it to Samsung free, especially if I'm like really getting into game shows. I love Jerry Springer's The Baggage Show. So anyways, don't judge me. This is a no judgment zone channel. So on the home screen, I do also like to, I went ahead and I went into the Galaxy store. And if you search for Good Lock, if you don't have it yet, go ahead and download Good Lock. And when you open it up, it's kind of nice. If you go ahead and get the, I think it's called Home Up. Yeah. If you go ahead and crack open Home Up, I did set my home screen here, and I set my favorites max count to 9. Okay, so that's how I have so many favorites here at the bottom. And I just think it looks nice. It's just a really nice little clean row, and I just prefer it. Now, going back here, if you have not yet, you can change all this stuff. I haven't. So far, this is the main thing that I wanted, was to update my favorites max counts. But if you go back to the Good Lock application, if you haven't yet, download Theme Park. And then once you get that opened, it's kind of nice. It lets you update different stuff. I did update the keyboard too, but I'll go ahead and start with, I was messing around with these things here, icon. So if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know how much I love the icon pack. So if you go ahead and click on one, let's go to edit. I'll show you guys how I did this. So when you're in this view for icon pack, well, actually, sorry, I'll actually start with the default one. So when you first start, you should have a plain looking one like this. And if you actually hit the 3 dots at the top right, you can go to change icons. And what this is going to let you do is update how a particular icon looks. So on my home screen, I actually have this bottom row, my favorites is white, but I left all of my applications here inside of the app page to just be in color. It's just easier for me to find everything when I can recognize it by color and image. So I'm glad that I can actually have more control now inside of One UI, because this was a reason why I was switching to different launchers. So I actually just have just the icons here. So anyways, back inside of here, let's say you want to update the contacts application. Well, you can pick from your gallery, you can pick from any of the icon packs that you downloaded. I'm going to come here because this is my favorite icon pack. And from here, of course, it's hard to see. It says, tell you what, let's see, can we go to dark mode, and it pops up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. You can actually search for like the name of a common application or something. And so let's say I wanted it to be this one here. Well, now that one is changed. You can go through and search and change whichever other one that you want to do. And once you go back, it's going to have that one. You see how it just changed the contact icon? Once you hit the save button here, you can name it and save it whatever you want. So I actually went through, and for my favorites, that's what I did in order to get my bottom row, and I just called it Icon Home. And so that's how I was able to actually get the icon pack to just be white here on my favorites, set it up to 9 favorites, and then individually just went with just those 9 icons. Now this widget that you see here, Saturday, February, if you actually, there's 2 ways you can actually just kind of pinch, pinch on a display here, and you're gonna get this pop-up where it's gonna give you the screen to actually click on widgets. The other thing that you can do, of course, is just hold your thumb down anywhere on an empty space on the home screen, and just hit widgets. And now we're gonna go ahead and this one here, the widget that I'm using, is if you go down to Google, and then it's called At a Glance, and looks really nice. So when you go ahead and pick that and choose your location for your weather, you're gonna have this very clean looking widget. And of course you can move it around anywhere. I just prefer mine to be here at the bottom so that I can just kind of enjoy whatever wallpaper that I set. Now this wallpaper I will have linked down below for those who actually want to use the same one here. So I got you covered there. And that's everything I actually did to set up my device so far, and it hasn't even been a whole week. And I'm already just completely loving this device. I've talked about it with my brother and my sister and my friend. Me and my one of my best friends actually got this device, so we've just been talking all day long about it. And yeah, it's just a really cool phone. So I'm gonna have a bunch of videos coming out about this device, and coming from the Z Fold 3 has been very interesting, and I actually plan to talk about that a little bit more of what that's like and kind of what the differences is, kind of going from a folding tablet over to the S22 Ultra, which is basically a Note device. So like you guys I'm sure have been hearing from all the channels, it's true, it's basically a Galaxy Note, which I'm happy about. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all inside the next video.